Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a great morning. Hope you started out your day. You gathered your things to do list or your agenda for the day. You looked it over. You were intentional about your priorities for the day. And now you are ready for some growth. Leadership is influence grows as you grow. So I want to thank you this morning for being on this webinar, allowing me to share with you a few nuggets of wisdom that will have a great impact on your ability to be successful. Last evening, I was gathered together with some mastermind members, and we were discussing just how to chart our course for success. And the one thing that became quite clear to us was that you cannot grow, you cannot succeed by accidental growth or accidental development. It has got to be intentional. And I want to talk to you about that this morning because I do want you to know that without intention, your growth will be hampered. It will be hindered. It will really be left up to someone else. And you don't want to put your future in the hands of anyone else other than yourself. We were talking about some of the dynamics of success. We were talking about, the different myths in people's thinking about success. But listen, one of the greatest things that we discovered, first of all, we discovered the definition together. We worked it out. We looked at some John Maxwell tools, resources, his teachings and books, and we really liked his model for describing success. And that model is what I want to share with you at this hour. First of all, success is knowing your purpose. Second of all, success is growing into your purpose. Thirdly, success is sowing into someone else's life so that they might discover and achieve their purpose. You've done that. You can say without doubt that you have been successful. Having such a model, having such a definition, then we understand together that success is 87% relationships. It is all about how you handle interpersonal relationships. How well are you skilled in getting along with people? How much have you invested in learning human nature, human behavior, and studying people so that you can influence them and relate to them on a personal level? It has been said, and I believe said well, that you cannot influence anyone until you achieve three things in that person's life. First, that person will ask you, can I trust you? Can I depend on you to be with me no matter what? Can I trust you to maintain your integrity, to keep your word? Are you someone that I can confide in, someone that I can believe in, someone who has proven that you have my best interest at heart? And then, secondly, the second question that they will ask is, do you love me? Do you care about me? And they will ask that in so many different ways. You have got to demonstrate that you really do care for that person in order for that person to allow you to be an influence in their life. The third thing is that they will ask you, can you help me? In other words, are you in a position to help me? Are you in a position to do what I need done in order for me to fulfill my aspirations, my goals, my visions. And so once these three things are answered favorably, then they may invite you in to be their mentor, to be their coach, allow you to be their supervisor, allow you to be an influencer in their life. So you've got to work on relationships. I cannot say that enough. You have got to be someone willing to work on your relationships. Okay. And then, we talked about some growth traps, assumption. People assume they're going to automatically grow. Knowledge. People need to know how to grow. And if you don't know yourself, if you don't have self-awareness, if you don't have discipline, you will not know what it is you need to improve upon, what it is you need to grow in order to be that influencer that you need to be. You need to be an inspiration. You have to be able to motivate. And some people rely on others to motivate them, but I'm talking about you have got to learn to motivate yourself if you're going to grow. You have to learn to do those things that you need to do when you don't feel like doing them. And then we talked about timing. People make excuses for why they are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they always say, now is not the time. Not now. I want you to change your mindset to say, now is the time. That the only time I have is right now. And then other folks are afraid to make mistakes. And so they are paralyzed from action. They won't try a thing because they're afraid to make mistakes. Can I just share with you that you're a human being and mistakes come with the territory? And then people talk about perfection. They won't try anything unless they find the right model, the right system, the most perfect way, the best way to get something done. So they spend all their time in research and deliberation and collaboration, but they do not spend time in execution, in commitment, in having that perseverance that would lead them to personal growth, that would lead them into success. And then others are always comparing themselves with someone else. And that's a deadly trap because you are unique. You have your own unique DNA. There's no other person on the planet quite like you. So you need not compare yourself with someone else. And then people who fall into the trap of thinking that success is going to be easy. They expect that if they find the right system, if they find the right coach, if they find the right process, it's going to be easy. Can I tell you that success is probably the hardest thing you'll ever try to achieve? You should expect successful living to be difficult because of all of the challenges, all of the decisions that you have to make as you are in the pursuit of excellence and in the pursuit of success. There is no easy way to be successful. So then I wanted to talk to you in the next couple of minutes about being intentional in your growth. When you are intentional in your growth, you insist on starting now. Ask yourself, what can I do in the next 5 seconds that will point me in the direction of my goal, of my vision for my life? And do it right now. Within this next 5 seconds, you can go to my website. You can send me a message. You can ask a question. I will respond to you, but you should do something tangible. You should do something concrete right now that will start you on the pathway of success. Then you ought to take responsibility for your own growth. Don't leave it up to chance. Don't leave it in someone else's hands. You're going to have to invest in your own growth. You're going to have to develop a plan, and you're going to have to find the time to do the plan. Then you're going to have to be a person who knows what you know, knows what you don't know, and know how to gain the knowledge that you don't know so that you can learn how to do things before you make mistakes. Reduce the number of mistakes you make by getting the expertise you need to be all that you can be, to be excellent in execution. And then people who are intentionally trying to grow rely on hard work and not good luck. Listen, Gardner Taylor says that genius is a firm application of the seat of the pants to a chair. If you sit down and study and learn and do what you need to do, I guarantee you, you will discover that perseverance, that long, hard work will pay off. Then you've got to fight for good habits because people will try to distract you, try to occupy your time. Listen, you have got to fight for your agenda. Do not sacrifice your agenda for someone else's agenda. Do not sacrifice your goal for someone else's goal. Listen, fight for what it is you want. Fight for what it is you desire in life. And then whatever it is you announce to the world that you're going to achieve, follow through. Whatever commitments you make to yourself, follow through. You have to be accountable. And of course, coaches and mentors and accountability groups and mastermind groups, those types of things that can hold you accountable, keep you focused, and keep you on track. If you don't have a coach, you need to get one. If you don't have a mentor, someone that can always ask the question, did you do what you plan to do today? What lessons have you learned uh, during this process today that kept you from following through? And then you, if you're going to be intentional, you have to learn to take some risks. You're never going to know all the answers. You're never going to feel like it's the right time. But you've got to take a leap of faith in the direction of what it is you have declared you want to do in life. So start now to just live by faith. Take some risk, calculated risk, undoubtedly, but take risk. And then you have to think like a learner. There are so many resources available to teach you the things that you need to develop your skill set. And I'm talking about the things that you are strong in. Those strengths of yours need to be strengthened, and there are plenty of resources that you can access in order to develop yourself personally so that you can increase your influence. And then I want you to know that if you're going to grow from the inside out, you've got to rely on character and not your gifts. Rely on character and not your gifts. Become the person you aspire to be with integrity. Do not lie to yourself. Do not lie to anyone else. And then finally, if you're going to grow intentionally, never stop learning. And you can learn each and every day. Here are the three pillars of successful intentional growth. Number one, awareness. Awareness. Number two, discipline. Number three, consistency. Did you get that? Awareness, discipline, and consistency. To be intentionally successful, you have to manage your decisions in 12 areas. We'll talk about those on another webinar. Contact me at my website. Get in touch with me and let's further this discussion. Let me come alongside, coach you to your success. I thank you for your time today, and I look forward to you joining the mastermind group, charting your course for success. You do that, I guarantee you, your growth is going to soar to the next level. There are members of this mastermind group who share together. It's a safe place, and we have seen each other grow in our careers, grow in our visions, and I'm inviting you to do so as well. Till next time, we'll talk to you. Look forward to hearing from you.